Winco is one of the nation's largest suppliers of restaurant equipment. When they reached out to us with this unique manufacturing challenge, we were excited to help.
Well, primarily we're a logistics company. We have to look at everything on how long it takes us to move a piece in and a piece out. And well, there was several hundred orders that were stalled that we could not process just from this one little 3D part.
The team at Winco is using a consumer-level 3D printer to produce these parts. We're getting reasonable results, but it took a lot of hand finishing and time to get them to fit just right. In this case, reaching back to the manufacturer or looking for another source wouldn't work with how quickly they needed the parts. So 3D printing allowed us to react very, very quickly and get them parts within days, not months. For this project, we took a quick look at it and knew that it was a perfect fit for our SLS 3D printing process. With SLS 3D printing, we're producing parts with a powder, which allow us to create very strong parts. And one of its greatest strengths is printing a large volume of parts all at one time. In this case, we could produce a couple hundred parts in a single batch.
Actually, it was really quite smooth. My supervisor, who oversees that portion of our business, called me up and said, the quality of this part is 10 times, 100 times better than the part that we were printing ourselves. It's like, why didn't we do this 2 years ago? We didn't have to do any rework on the part. The ones that we were making ourselves, where we thought we were saving money, it was probably costing us twice as much to do it ourselves because we had to go and rework every single part. And it really freed up a lot of labor on our side. So we're now going through all of our products and seeing if there's stuff that it makes more sense for us to farm out than do it in-house.
It's important to keep in mind it's not always about just the price of the part, but we also have to think about the cost of shipping, maybe the labor for rework, perhaps the cost of keeping an item on the shelf. How much is a square footage of space worth in your warehouse? Those types of calculations are where the real value of additive is. We can produce parts on demand, reducing the required square footage in a facility. We can produce parts quicker, that are stronger, sometimes have better surface finish even than traditional manufacturing. And we're able to produce parts that can work for really complicated geometries, perhaps even combining multiple parts together. 3D Chimera is uniquely positioned to work with companies that have issues like this. Our team of engineers are able to look at your application and help figure out where additive can fit in. We look at it from a solutions perspective, trying to figure out what's going to make the most sense for the bottom line of your business.
And the experience was great. The relationship with them has been on par every time. It's just a phone call. You get a person on the phone each time. If it is a callback, you get it right away. You get an email back. Alex even responded to me, and he was like on vacation at times, and says, hey, call me if you need to. Here's a contact inside. Can handle everything you need, and it just gets done.
If you've got supply chain issues, we look forward to chatting with you about how additive manufacturing can help take your production to the next level.